This is a bit of a different episode, telling a bit of a different story than normal, but it's one I'm really excited to share. So recently we were hiding from some weather, and it just happened that we were docked right next to a Cape George 38. It's quite rare that you are in a harbor with another Cape George at all, and especially to be right across the dock from one was really exciting. And it's even rarer still to find another Cape George owned by another young couple.
Hi, I'm Christian.
And I'm Kelsey.
And this is our boat, Cape George 38, sailing vessel in the Njord.
Obviously, we shared the requisite boat tours. We became really fast friends with Kelsey and Christian, and Christian told us a lot about the refit he did on the boat. We're actually going to make a video with Christian where he talks a bit about the story of his boat further down the line. Aladino obviously got a little afflicted with 2-footitis, so theirs is a Cape George 38, which, yes, is 2 feet bigger than our Cape George 36. Even though the layout was quite similar, just everything was a little bit more spacious on board their boat. So as much as Aladino was excited to go find a Cape George 38 and do a whole new refit, I talked him out of that one, but we did embark on a little project with Kelsey and Christian while we were there, and that is the point of this episode.
Take this surfboard out of here. I think I'll just clamp it down and then make plane either side.
Perfect.
Yeah, my name's Kelsey Oxenen, and I'm a full-time artist. I work with salvaged wood. It's kind of my main medium, but it branches, no pun intended, into all other mediums. I'm gonna give away all my secrets. Yeah. And then there we go. That's cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Those textures.
She does these beautiful, huge, large-scale carvings. She'll do smaller little carvings, and she's also got this process for turning wood into prints. She finds some wood that she finds a particular connection to, and then she will either carve something into it or just leave it as is to speak for itself. And then she'll burn the top of that piece, and the softer summer growth will burn down, leaving the harder winter growth standing proud. And so the entire stump turns into a stamp, which she can roll onto paper or material or whatever she wants. She works primarily with local salvaged woods for this.
In the fall, they're bucking them up anyway, so little cookies that I print from are already pre-cut.
Shortly after a logging operation has moved through an area, there's these huge burn piles of just scraps. But you can get firewood licenses which allow you to go harvest from these cut blocks, which is really cool. There were so many levels of connection there, you know, the Cape George refit stories, and being an artist, and also the medium of her artistry, wood, sort of being more in line with the way that Aladino often expresses his creativity and craftsmanship. So when Kelsey suggested that we could collaborate on making something for Magic Carpet, we obviously jumped at the opportunity. It just seemed like the right fit. Are you missing out on sanding?
Yeah.
Do you wanna sand?
Sawdust in the air. Oh, I love the grain. Wow.
It's beautiful, hey?
Yeah.
It's such a tight grain, so that'll mean that the design shows up really nicely.
Yeah.
So we sorted through her wood pile and we found this beautiful piece of yew wood, which is a really hard wood and it's got a really tight grain. So it's going to turn into this really interesting stamp. We wanted something with a really tight grain because we want to carve a design of our boat into it. Aladino was actually tasked with doing the illustration. One of Aladino's many hidden talents is that he's actually an amazing illustrator. He comes from a family of really amazing artists on his mom's side, and his mom is a really amazing illustrator and artist. So it's really cool to see him express that side of himself. It's not something he does too often, but I'm always just blown away when he does it, because out of nowhere he comes up with these incredibly beautiful designs. So with the design done, the next part is the hard part, and we left this to the professional. Kelsey had to router out that design. She's doing this all freehand, and if you take into account that, you know, the grain is just wobbling around in all directions and she's trying to carve a straight line through this grain, like the level of precision and accuracy that she has to have over this router is amazing. It was really cool to watch her do this. I've tried to work with routers a little bit, and so I know how squirrely they can get and how quickly you can mess up. So she really knows what she's doing. It's really cool.
Set it on fire now. Sweet. Love wood. It's just wood, you know? Yeah, it's such a like raw dynamic. It's so cool. Yeah, I'll just let this cool down a little bit and then we can print it.
What color ink do you want to use?
It's kind of cool seeing your process now of like the actual video capturing process.
The behind the scenes.
Yeah. The machine, many moving parts to the machine.
Yeah.
In the studio, like quickly.
The moment I wear it, I'm gonna put your stains on it. So probably. It's kind of my favorite episode I've ever. All right, it's the moment of truth. The first test.
Oh my gosh! No pressure. Fun part.
Yeah, I cannot wait. It's such a big reveal.
Yes. Giving away all my secrets. Let's just like taking it all in. Just what you use on like regular silk screen, but just without the silk screen.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Oh my god.
So this is a test shirt from a shirt that had some imperfection on it. So we're gonna just use the back of it to test out this first one.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good.
Looks great already.
Don't speak too soon. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, Kels!
Wow, that's sweet.
That came out so well.
That's awesome. It's so rugged and like gnarly.
That's beautiful.
Like just enough texture in the wood, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible. Wow. Oh my gosh.
So cool.
So freaking cool. So for the first time in Sailing Magic Carpet history, in all 7 or 8 years or however long we've been doing this, we actually have t-shirts for sale. We have never done this before, so it's a big experiment for us. But I'm really glad that we waited all this time to do something that feels right, that feels like special and one of a kind and handmade and in collaboration with another Cape George owner and artist. Like, it just, everything kind of felt right.
It's really, really cool how they came together. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's been an amazing collaboration.
So we've got two colors. We have this one and this one.
Navy and sand, I guess.
Yeah.
And we chose these two classic colors also to make it a little bit easier on Kelsey. She is going to literally make one by one. Takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, she's doing it all to order.
Yeah, and so we didn't want to have a dozen custom colors, but these one fit the vibe really well. Really classic navy, which you see me wearing very often. And then sand, of course, which... yeah, is the theme of Magic Carpet. We have it as our stack pack, our canvas. It's this umbrella that protects our sails. And it's a really nice color that we often wear.
We also chose inks that complement each one. So this one has a dark brown ink, and Aladino's has a white ink against the navy. And we thought these were nice combos on the colors. And I love the fact that every single t-shirt is going to be unique. Every single one, the way that the wood absorbs the ink, it's different, every single one. Something that Kelsey talked a lot about and that I really love about this whole process is, like, especially in this world of AI where you can never be sure what's real and what's not, like, this is something literally lifted directly from nature that's, you know, been rolled by hand and that was carved by hand and was found in the woods of British Columbia, you know, going back even farther.
The piece of wood has a lifespan, so to speak, because as you roll ink on it to make t-shirts, the ink builds up a little bit on the grain, and so the prints are always a little different, but eventually she will have to sand it down again. We'll get another batch of slightly different ones again.
She said she can get about 20 prints out of that before she has to refinish the surface, you know, resand, reburn. It's just a matter of, like, how many times can she refinish the surface while still having enough carving depth. There's very, like, real physical limitations to these prints, which I really like. I think it makes each one a little more special.
Yeah, indeed.
Kelsey uses silkscreen ink, so you can wash it regularly. Maybe first time just do it cold and delicate, but then from there you can pretty much just wash it regularly. The t-shirts are 100% cotton, nice heavyweight material. We are going to start out shipping to the US as well. Things are constantly in fluctuation in terms of tariffs, and so if that stops being cost effective, we might just, like, basically things are kind of in flux there. And so we're going to see how it goes, see if there's any issues with getting orders across the border. So if you are in the States and you want to get one, get it now while we are still shipping to the States, because I feel like that's very subject to change at the moment. And we are also shipping internationally, Europe, Australia, New Zealand. Obviously, you've got to expect longer shipping times from that. These are all coming from Kelsey's studio on the west coast of Canada. Yeah, it's a whole new adventure. We've never had to deal with shipping and stuff before, and Kelsey is doing that, so we're extremely grateful to her for sort of taking care of these orders. I think that's it from us. This has been, what a thrill, what a joy, what a privilege, what an experience. A whole new world trying to sell things online. And huge thank you to Kelsey for, you know, instigating this whole process and bringing us into your beautiful studio space. Her studio is located in Ucluelet, which is on the west coast of Vancouver Island, which might give you a little insight into our route plans. Obviously, our videos in real time are usually about 3 months delayed. This one is just a few weeks delayed. So timeline, I'm sorry if it's a bit weird. We really wanted to publish this one before Christmas, but I tried not to make it too confusing, hopefully. And if you're in Ucluelet ever and visit Kelsey's studio...
Oh yeah, please do.
It's an amazing, amazing place, and she can probably make you one of these shirts or some of the other shirts or prints, or, you know, she's got a whole gallery there, but she can make it right on site for you, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's worth checking out.
Yeah.
I loved making this episode too, because it's so cinematic to film in her studio. It was really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Kelsey. And thanks to our viewers.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing these t-shirts out in the wild.
And links are in the description, obviously, to purchase. Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.